just need to think Dutch. Kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't say it last time.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, is he stuttering?
Yeah, I know. It's not what I choose.
I don't even know how we'll be decorated.
No, I don't.
They should do this like right before graduation. Because they set up like a whole thing for graduation. And then use that for the should have just had tables. And then put it there. But then we would have made like a bigger garden. So you can see all the work you get. You can like scroll. You can really see that fast here.
For the iPad. There's cords, but there's no box. Okay. Oh, there's one. I need another. I need two though.
I don't know whose it is, but they left it in the snack bar.
It's charging.
Which is very convenient. I'll just leave it in there. It's totally fine. It's warm though. Hopefully it works.
Was it sitting on something?
No, it's plugged in.
Oh.
Yep, they'll say their name, what sport they're with, and then they'll say I'm going to be announcing the women's wrestling awards.
So like we'll all go up there with their awards. Yeah, you could probably take a picture of everything.
Yeah, but Mikey said he'll come, and he'll just sit by me when we go up there. He'll go up there with me.
We just got to stand there and hand them out to the right person. Couple, we might help them. A couple of girls have a couple things. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all should be in order and everything.
Do you have your papers? You don't have your list with their names, what their award is?
No, we never had. We took a picture of those.
Okay, those will be up there for you.
Okay.
You'll be able to hand them out. You want to practice on the microphone?
That's scary a little bit. What do you say? Just
You say their name and what their award was.
do I have to introduce myself
Yeah,
too?
introduce yourself, and I'm here to announce the men's soccer awards.
Okay. Got it.
Say their name, the award. Come up, hand it to them, shake their hand if you want.
Okay.
You're going to be up there with all the other fall announcers.
Okay. So we all just
Yep,
say
I'll
it
let you.
there?
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll say everybody who's going to hand out a fall award, please come up here.
Okay.
And then the fall coaches will line up over here to the right of the table. So then after they'll come get their award, and then they can go shake their coach's hand.
So we just give them their award, shake
Yep.
their hand, and then just go.
There you go. Yep. And then just step back, and then other soccer, then step back, and then volleyball, or however, whatever rotation you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying? Volleyball, softball, and swimming.
Hey, mister. With the swimming, you can just hand your works out.
No, Jackson's doing it. Jackson's
Like,
saying
no,
swimming.
but like Mason, like we give the paper. When one is speaking, the other one gives the
Yeah,
paper.
I'm using the paper for swimming, but
And so, like, on the paper, there's a few highlighted that say that.
yeah.
They get a pin. Just make sure they have like 2 pins. They're like over there. Just make sure with her their paper she gets the pin. That's all. Yeah, Mason, you're gonna be standing there the whole time. You just stand there the whole time.
No,
Fall,
softball.
winter, and spring.
No.
Yeah, because this volleyball is fall.
Yeah, beginning and then
Yes,
we're
you're not
both
just stand there
winter.
the whole time.
No, he calls you.
Softball is spring. So you just stand there the whole time.
What's
Hey,
up?
Mason, you just steal the show.
No.
You good on volleyball? Okay.
Alana Gee, Raging Kid, Kimber Privets, Asherton, Abigail Warren, Layla Ward.
You got it. I hate when they say, well, sometimes they call her Kimber Privates.
No,
Not all the
Privates.
jibs are like, Kimber Privates.
Privets.
You just wait till we have all those Hawaiian names next year. They're going to
Yeah.
screw that shit
Like,
up.
I can do
every
that,
time.
but I don't know.
I think I just have to stand
She's
up
not
here
going to be here, right?
and shake people's hands.
Okay. Tori Cindy.
Are you announcing softball too? Oh yeah. You just need to stand up here the whole time.
Yeah, Kamine. Yeah, Kamine. Just gotta break it up, like Kamine.
Yeah, which was like
Keeler.
K, me, and then May.
Riley Keeler, Cindy.
And Ellie's was up there too. It was on the number. It's not on this one. That's what
And then
you
oh, I'm not calling her Eliana.
No, I just said it. You probably could do it. Well, who said this one and her? She just speak Thai. She speaks
I'm not standing in the word.
I mean, I don't care.
But I'm not standing.
Because then you can just say we're increasing the next one, and I'll take out the
Which one do you do?
So I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say hi.
So that's different. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her to come up here. Had the coordinated sleigh. Do you like it? I did all of this.
You blew up every single thing.
I didn't build the wings. We bought the ones from the dollar store for these ones. Like the idea.
You?
Yeah, this is
Who
not
puts
good.
together the balloon arch?
Those are stickers. It's like it's like
Oh,
the
just
paint
stuck in
with the
the
face, and then it's like you put it in the hole. It's like already a hole, and then so everybody can go get their award and take a picture of their ass.
No, thank you.
No. You have to wait till everybody else gets their award. Correct. That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
I want you to put it in. Perfect. Hey, I have public speaking.
You bring this place, you don't know.
I know, but I don't know what to do with like
Play the clown.
Yeah.
with a button. Good job.
For the thing, we're gonna start right.
Yeah, same thing.
And then with you, we'll tell them that this is last year. You should tell them that.
And so I have to say that for them as well.
And if they get tries, you don't get picked.
Oh,
So, I mean, I think Mason is just giving the awards.
yeah, I'll stand there and give the words for that. Swimming. Okay.
And there's not roll ties.
What did we come for? Kai, right?
I have a question. Where is it here for men's soccer? We just don't know.
Yep. And I'm going to explain that. Hey, the program has all of the awards. Some people were unable to make it today, so we will just not be announcing this one.
And then who you are and get a pin.
Pin. Yeah, we'll have them up there. Yep. You can, when you come up to get the paper awards, you know you need 2. Just grab 2 of them, or 1, or whatever you need. And again, if you forget, and we give it to them later.
I'm positive. You want me to go look with you? How do we announce it?
Dude, they have so much. I knew because national champion. Yeah, and on top of that, 8 times. So. And I put your air compressor just behind the thing where you said each person. Thank you. This is the one I grabbed. I don't know. Menon, how you doing? Danielle, my number. She's on, that's here. Kendall Weber. I'm gonna stumble when it says CSCAAMJCAA. And then Mark is so it's just I was like,
What time?
I don't know. Like the kids were literally in the passenger and they were just
I was like, I have
like,
no
if there's any other
Yeah, I was just
I really just think it's garbage in the car.
It was exhausting. We're going by fast. It was just kind of like. She's going to. Have you seen her banana? Oh, she's really good.
That's all you need.
Like,
People are gonna think I'm like stumbling or something.
No, I think Sergio.
No, I was gonna put the recording. His own name. No, be like, the tall culinary food over there, come here. And for John, you would say the pictures.
Sean?
You should just say
I have to like practice what I'm going to say.
my neighbor's name is Jackson.
Actually, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I was like, you don't have to, but I did.
Should I say CSC double A? And give me a Gator and CSCAA and JCAA. I don't know, for me, like, yeah, CSC double A. That doesn't sound good. But like NJCAA, but I don't know. Dude, I'm gonna get up there and be like,
I know, but he's right. I know. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher their name, I'm gonna butcher their language too. So
no, because I'm gonna be like, second place runner right now, and then I'm gonna get here next week.
I know. I'm just worried that with those long things, people are gonna like applaud, and like they need to wait till we're done saying.
Oh, I am
like applause and then those pieces. Otherwise, like last year, they started like applauding while talking, so they just cut it off. They were like, oh, they're already coming.
I wonder if they'll say,
Suck my left nut, right? Suck my left nut. The two fucking fly and the two I am. Eat my ass.
until I hear it, I don't know.
You want to see it? I have it live through. We can watch it at the house. We'll put it on the big. We're gonna put it on the TV. We're gonna put it on the TV for you.
I didn't know you were predicting.
yeah, they said they wanted to
I
keep
thought
it.
you skipped practice. You don't fucking go.
I usually would.
Damn all
I usually would. I would complain about it. We can watch, we're watching it. That's
I
what
thought
we're
you were watching this one, not
Well,
but that's
no, we're going to be watching all this later.
But when you get to
I'm
like,
going to fast forward this one.
because you have all of these,
No, I'm going to do it because you're better than me. That's what I'm doing after.
all academic first year.
That's also confusing.
Where do you see it?
No, wait.
You want to go big?
I'm just glad I only have 8 instead of. Oh.
He went to like, it wasn't like the real WWE. He's gonna be blue line or something. He's gonna try. I don't know if he's gonna practice on yeah, well, like, next to like practice one or something. He's gonna be on the practice one. I don't know. I guess I'll just take the whole picture. I just spotted a hot I thought I was I got ready and everybody was
It's better to be open. You're not dramatic.
no.
And this doesn't have a side. Like this is like
Happy I know you guys.
I would need him to like
And a cat. What was the final? For what, UFC? Oh, football. Oh, Champions League final. Fucking really great time. 15. Last time they lost the final was in 1981. What's that? Are you enjoying it? Yeah, it's not bad. I just want things to be over. Okay, just a little bit.
I know.
So I just want to go home and relax, like I've been stressed out.
I know. Like I just want our sports video, like winter term video. After that it's fine.
So are we considered a business?
Yeah, we're winter term. So fall goes, then we like all the fall presenters stand there.
So
like it's kind of awkward because if you have an award, you're just already there. You like go like this. I know. And then you'll just. I know. Like because normally you walk up from here and there, but like because we're already standing there, it's just like oh.
Okay, so I will do all the false posts and then they will come together and
Yeah,
we'll walk up.
yeah, we do all of it. Basketball.
Volleyball.
No, that's
There is popcorn and drinks
soccer is
over there. No charge, Trish. Popcorn.
cross country.
Popcorn and drinks.
It's spring. Because they just finished their training.
Oh, yeah. Because I think it's like a European kind of
It's just like softball. They play in fall and then spring.
yeah, that would be a nice thing, just so like come here and practice this. Well, same rate like cross country.
And track and field is spring and cross country is fall. I know. No. Go up over there by the stairs. Yeah.
Are we gonna make Vicky smile as well this year? I only have 4 goals.
Till it's Schroeder. 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 Huh? No. Schroeder. Schroeder. Schroeder.
You're trying to do it on dark, like on a dartboard.
I mean, of course. Schroeder. I'll just do it. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'll try. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try.
Whoever's the one, I'm sorry.
Let's say Sean. Sean, come on here.
I'm not even trying. Yeah, we can go.
Actually, I'm not showering, honestly, but I am today.
Hey, swimmers are looking shy. How are you? Can't shake them into the camera.
How did your bowling league actually go? How did it end?
You know, I had some good scores and then I had some really low scores. Yeah. But it was good. I enjoyed the league.
That's good. That's
Really fun. Oh, wow. It's Saturday. Can you believe it? Hey, that back row's looking sharp. Okay.
If anyone has family or friends that couldn't make it today, we are live streaming it. It's on our Southwestern YouTube page. It is already live, so if you want to send a link to anybody, feel free to do that.
I'm just saying, go on.
Go Jackson.
You gonna be sitting here the whole time? Watch this little dot and this number here. If it goes down or it changes the screen and like turns off, yell at me and I'll come over and fix it. Because we're live streaming and you never know. Okay.
Good afternoon. I think we're going to get started. I want to welcome everyone to the 23-24 Athletic Department Student Athlete Awards and Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. I'm Mike Herbert, current Athletic Director here at Southwestern. I've got a couple housekeeping things just so everybody knows. We do have the snack bar. We've got some popcorn and drinks. If anybody wants something, feel free. Restrooms, ladies to the left, gentlemen to the right, if you need them, and the elevator there to the left if anyone needs anything. We do have cords laying around here, so inductees, when you come up, we're live streaming on YouTube. Don't trip. It'll be there forever. Okay, just be aware when you're coming up and moving around. Okay. We're going to start off tonight with an introduction from Dr. Patty Scott, our college president. Patty has been involved in the NWAC for as long as she's pretty much worked at Southwestern. She was our female commissioner for several years, and then when she became president, she has now been serving for 15 years on the executive team for the Northwest Athletic Conference. When I go to meetings and conferences and listen to other athletic directors talk about how hard it is to even get a hold of their president or advocate for student athletes, I just kind of sit quietly because we've got it pretty good. Patty and I have not always gotten along on everything, and she's told me no before when I've asked her for things, but I still get to continue to ask and advocate, and she is at that high level advocating for our student athletes as well. So we're very fortunate to have a president who understands what we're doing and why we're doing it, and she would like to start us off with a little welcome. Dr. Scott.
Really nice. And this is one of my favorite events. As Mike said, I've been involved with NWAC and with athletics for most of my career in higher education at 3 different institutions. And of course, the best is here at the community college level. I love this event because I get to see what the students have done. They're actively here as students, what success you had this year, and then welcome in a group of our alumni. And I've been here so long. I was here when a lot of these people participated in their sport during their seasons when they were here years ago. So it's a privilege to be part of the athletic program, whether it's here or somewhere else, and most of you have many opportunities to do athletics different places, and I'm really thankful that you chose to come here and be a Laker and represent us. And for those of you who are moving on next year to somewhere else, congratulations, stay in touch. Remember that you started here at Southwestern, and for those of you coming back, we look forward to seeing how you do in your 2nd or 3rd year. And I also want to thank a number of the campus employees that are here. Some of our deans are here, some of our advisors, vice presidents, and it takes a village to support. There's about 260 athletes here, and we love every one of you, and we try really hard to provide that best opportunity that you can have. So again, thank you. Enjoy this event, and some of you we may see back at some point getting into our Hall of Fame. So congratulations today. Thank you.
So as Patty said, I do want to thank a lot of people who put this together. Student Athlete Advisory, if you're on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, can you stand up just for a real quick second? Several of you are here. This group started about 2 years ago, and they kind of lead our student athletes. They're advocates for the student athletes, and the majority of them spent today decorating the gym and getting ready. You're going to get to meet them because they're actually going to be the ones that announce the Student Athlete Award. So round of applause for our student athletes. So I'm going to give you a real brief history of this event so you understand why we do it in this format. Many years ago, we would have a fall awards banquet and a winter and a spring, and then we tried it combined, and then we had our Hall of Fame at different times of the year. And there was a year, I don't know how many years ago it was, 4, 5, 6 years ago, Coach Whitlatch and I were talking because we had a Hall of Fame inductee who was a wrestler, and that year the Student Athlete of the Year was a wrestler. And we thought, we kind of looked at each other and he said, yeah, if we did this together, those two people could have met. So it's morphed into what we're doing today, honoring our student athletes and what you've accomplished this year, honoring the history of Southwestern with a couple inductees in our first softball team, so that we have that opportunity to kind of mesh the current with the former. And there's quite a few softball players here today that you wouldn't have a softball team if it wasn't for these ladies. So that is the goal of today, is to honor everyone who's here, but also try and mix and blend the history of athletics here at Southwestern, which started 61 years ago now, I think. The first team was the men's basketball team. There was no campus, and they practiced down at the airport in an airport hangar with no electricity and no heat. So they had to practice during the day when there was enough sunlight to come to the gym. So that is the goal of what we're doing today, and what we're trying to accomplish today. What we're going to do is we're going to go with our fall athletes, then winter and spring. We're going to ask our fall coaches to come up, and we're going to have our fall student athlete advisory committee members who will be announcing awards. They will come up, they'll hand out the awards, then they'll sit down and we'll go to winter, then spring. Then Coach Spiesel will hand out our Student Athlete of the Year awards, then we'll move on to our Hall of Fame inductees. Sound good? We are live streaming, so if anyone does get on the microphone, I am looking over here, be aware it will be on for all of time on social media, whatever you say. Okay? I won't be able to get rid of it, so just be aware of what you talk about, possibly. Just saying from experience. experience. I've heard some things sometimes. I just want to warn you. Fair warning. Also, in your program, when the athletes get announced, there is kind of a key in your program of what all the awards are, what the all-region means, what all NWAC, academic excellence, the CSCA, Scholar Athlete All-American. There's definitions in there for all of the awards that you're going to hear our athletes get when they come up here, as well as the Theta Chi Alpha, which is the National 2-Year Collegiate Athletic Honor Society Award, which must be nominated on by someone in the athletic department. So, without further ado, let's get started. I have the fall coaches come up and the fall student athlete advisory committee members who will be announcing the awards.
Southern Region All-Star Midfielder.
You can walk down here. We can give you a fist bump or a high five. Congratulations.
Soccer, Ayla Daniels, all in work academic. Cameron Thomas, Southern Region, All-Star Forward, and all in work academic. Franklin Jones, Southern Region, Oregon. Liz Mark, Southern Region, Honorable Mention. Aurora Parsons, Outlook Academic All-Star. Abby Van, all in work academic.
across the country. And first up, we have Hobbs Hurdy, and he has excellent. Lastly, we have Justice Jackson, who got an athlete of the week, and yeah. That's it. First, we have a lot of you with the all NWAC academics. Next, we have a painting kid with all American academics, second all team Southern Region, and a theater high alpha. Next, we have kindergarten kids with the third team Southern All Region. Next, we have Ashley Tim's All NWAC academics. Next, we have Abigail Ward with the All NWAC academics and the same kind of. And lastly, we have Layla Ward with the NWAC academic also. Thank you guys.
And just so everyone knows, if you're following along in your program, we may skip some names because they may not be here. Just those athletes who aren't in attendance, we will get them their awards. So next up, Winter. We have the Winter Student Athlete Advisory, who's announcing our Winter coaching staff.
So first up, we have Ocean Casnero with the NAAC All-American and First Team All-Conference. Next, we have Luke Folleringham with the All-Defensive Team. the All-NWAC Academic. And lastly, we have Logan Chris, which is the All-NWAC Academic and Nuclear Tri Alpha.
My name is Logan Neal from the men's basketball team. I'm here to present for the women's basketball team. Our player today is Skylar Willie, all NWAC academic, second team Southern Region, Beta Chi Alpha, and NWAC Player of the Week.
I'm Hernandez, and I'm on the men's wrestling team. I'm going to be announcing the women's wrestling awards. First, we got Victoria Kim, two-time national champion and all-women. Next, we have Taylor Knox, national champion, All-American, NJCA Scholar All-American. Last, we got Addie Valencia, All-American, 6th place.
I'm part of the women's swimming team. I'm Taylor Hayward. I'm also on the women's team, and we're going to be presenting the men's swimming awards. Also, there's a lot of awards for each individual, so please be quiet until we are done announcing all the awards. So we'll start with the team awards. So the men's swimming was second place runner-up national champion. CSCA Scholar All-American Team Fall with a 3.43 GPA. In winter, we were also CSCA Scholar All-American with a 3.47 GPA, and the men's swimming will be nominated for the NJCA All-Academic Team of the Year. Provo. 3-time CSCA, NWCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American. Next up, we have Elliot Fielder. He is the 2024 Men's National Champion 200 yard breaststroke and is 7-time CSCA, NWCA All-American. News Burster is 2-time CSCA, NJCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American, and is nominated to the NJCA All-Academic 13. Matt Howard is 8-time CSCA, NJCA All-American.
Let's go, Matt!
Mark Gertman, 2-time NWAC All-American, 2-time CSCA, NJCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American, NJCA All-Academic First Team.
Let's go, Mark!
Kevin Wilkins, NWAC All-American, CSCA, NJCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American, NJCA All-American Third Team. Lewis, 2-time CSCA, NJCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American, NJCA All-Academic First Team, and he was also the featured athlete for the month of January. Next up, Peter Gorchi, he's 2-time CSCA, NJCA All-American. Rodriguez, 3-time CSCA, NWCA All-American, CSCA Scholar All-American, and is nominated to the NWCA All-Academic First Team.
Let's go, let's go!
Bill Sutter, 6-time CSCA, NWCA All-American. Colin Stafford, CSCA, NWCA All-American. Now we have a very special birthday boy, Jackson NWCA All-American.
I'm here on the men's team here at SWAC, and I'm here to represent for the women's swimming awards. There was the second runner-up national champion, the CSCAA Scholar All-American team in the fall with a 3.73. CSCAA Scholar All-American team for winter with a 3.60, and will be nominated for the NWCA All-American team of the year.
And I will be presenting the women's swimming awards. First, we have Joanne Marzon. She is a Theta Chi Alpha. She is part of the women's national champion 400-yard medley relay, an 8-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American, CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-American First Team. Next, we we have Lenore Cuisinier. She is part of the Women's National Champion 400-yard medley relay and a 7-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American. Next, we have Claire Eilers. She is the Theta Chi Alpha, part of the Women's National Champion 400-yard medley relay, an 8-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American, a CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-American 13. Next, we have Martinique Greer. She is a CSCAA NJCAA All-American, a CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-Academic Second Team. Next, we have Taylor Hagedorn. She is a 7-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American, a CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-American 13.
Yeah, there you go.
Next is Daniela Hoover. She's a 3-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American, a CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-Academic First Team. Next, we have Danielle Minema. She is the Women's National Champion in the 500-yard freestyle, the 1,000-yard freestyle, the 16-15-yard freestyle, and the 400-yard medley relay. She's also an 8-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American and was featured athlete for January. Next, we have Suzanne Messier. She is a 5-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American, a CSCAA Scholar All-American, and an NJCAA All-American First Team. Last, we have Kendall Weber, who is a 5-time CSCAA NJCAA All-American.
Spring sports.
Stay there, Nick.
softball team presenting the baseball awards. Status AC, NWAC Active All-Star, and Theta Chi Alpha. team Southern Region pitcher, NWAC South Gold Glove pitcher. Johnny Morrison, all NWAC academic and Theta Chi Alpha. NWAC Academic All-Star and Theta Chi Alpha. Ryder Okimoto, first team Southern Region infielder, second team All-NWAC infielder.
Isaac Roberts, second team Southern Region outfielder. Mahiro Tomina, NWAC pitcher of the week, first team Southern Region pitcher. Devin Willow-White, all NWAC academic, second team Southern Region outfielder, NWAC hitter of the week, and Theta Chi Alpha. Rui Yamashita, all NWAC academic. Ray Yoshida, first team Southern Region outfielder, NWAC South Gold Glove outfield. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. This is Drew Lochner. To my left is Tanner Hunt, and to my right is Elijah Douglas. And we are representing the men's track and field team and presenting the awards for the women's track team. For our first award recipient, we have Nevaeh DeWitt, three-time NWAC All-American. For our second award recipient, we have Cameron Dumas, all NWAC academic.
All NWAC Academic, 2-time NWAC All-American, NWAC Champion, NWAC Athlete of the Week.
There we have Feather Miller, NWAC Academic All-Star. Next, Aurora Parsons, NWAC Academic All-Star, NWAC All-American, NWAC Champion, NWAC Athlete of the Week. Last, Skylar Lilly, all NWAC Academic. Thank you.
Well, if you don't know my name by now, my name is Mason Alexander. I'm here to represent the softball or men's swimming, and I'm here to talk about the softball awards. First, we have Nolani Rodriguez with the second team, Southern Region, Unfielded, and all NWAC Academic and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Ryan Zer, first team Southern Region DHGP, all NWAC Academic, NSCH, NWAC All-American Designated Player, and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Taylor Brewer, the first team Southern Region pitcher, all NWAC Academic, 2-time NWAC Pitcher of the Week, and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Ashley Fritz, first team Southern Region Outfield and all NWAC Academics and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Megan Fritz, all NWAC Academic and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Victoria Goodell, second team Southern Region USA. Next, we have Trinity Hawk, the all NWAC Academic and Theta Chi Alpha. Next, we have Kiara Kime Kame. My God. We love you though. We love you. Riley Peeler, first team Southern Region infielder, all American Academic and Theta Chi Alpha. second team Southern Region infielder. Thank you.
One more round of applause for all of our student athlete winners. Now, out of all of that, what we do, we have a tradition here for our student athlete of the year. Coaches are allowed to nominate. They have a GPA threshold. Coaches write about their stats, learn about who they are as people. This year was one of the I think it's one of the hardest ones we've ever had, because we have such an incredible group of student athletes. We have the most nominations that we've ever had. What we do is the coaches nominate, Tina compiles, and then she sends it out to about 30 people on campus, different people in dining and housing and advising, faculty members, our coaches vote, and then we get the tally of the vote, and we give the award out here today. The award every year, talk about you. Coach Spiesel is here, and he's going to give the award out. I had 3 stories I was going to tell, and then I reminded myself that the camera's on, and 2 of them I don't think I should tell. Coach Spiesel was here for 38 years. He was hired in 1973, I hope I have the dates right, as our men's wrestling coach. He retired 13 years ago. I can't believe it's been 13 years, after 38 years at the college. And the one story I will tell you, Coach was here from 73 to 86, and in 86, they told him they were going to cut the volleyball program because they didn't have a coach. And he said, I'll do it. So he started coaching volleyball. He didn't know anything about volleyball. And he taught himself how to coach volleyball. The next year they said, we're going to cut it. And he said, I'll do it again. And he did this for, I don't know how many years he did both. 8 years. But what they did during that time, the administration, you can imagine, they came in and they cut men's wrestling. So what did he do? He became the AD and he brought back men's wrestling. We built a new rec center for you wrestlers. There used to be a building. I say a building, it's a loose term. I say building. It was a shed where the new health and science building is. The heat maybe worked. It probably leaked a lot. That was your wrestling room. So when they built the new rec center, he made sure in the plans that we had a state-of-the-art wrestling facility for our men's and women's wrestling program. So if you're a volleyball player or a men's and women's wrestler, the only reason you have the opportunity to wrestle or compete on volleyball here is because of this guy. And he's going to come up and he's going to explain who the 2 awards are named after and who they were, and then he will announce who our student athletes of the year are for 23-24. Coach Spies?
Hello, I spent a lot of time right out in this building. It's had a lot of different looks, and it's got a great look today. This is like home to me. So I came here. I was 23 years old when I interviewed for the job. I was 24 when they actually called me and said you're hired. So I was here my whole life. This was my career. I have a very short resume. So right now we're going to talk about Sherry. Bill and Sherry? Yes. Okay. So we're going to I had the lucky deal. I went to Southern Oregon after I got out of junior college. I went to Southern Oregon University, and basketball coach there was a guy named Bill Holmes, and he came from Southwestern Oregon Community College, and he was the first basketball coach ever on this campus. And like Mike said, they practiced it down at the airport and the hangar and stuff, and he did a great job. And he wanted to get the job at Southern Oregon. That's where I'm headed. And let me tell you about this guy. He was a consummate gentleman. He was not, when he coached, he was not a yeller and a screamer. He was very to the fact. If somebody did something wrong, he was stern. He was fair. Just always wore his coat and tie when he taught lecture classes. Always had his real nice looking sweatsuits on when he was in the gym and that stuff. He was just an incredible gentleman, and he came from here. It was great to find out that when I got here, there was actually an award named after him. I'm going to tell you a quick story about him. He was a very popular coach here, and there used to be a Letterman's Club here on campus. And when I was, after I became athletic director, I was digging through some of the old files, and I found a file from the Letterman's Club. It had minutes from their meetings. They had official minutes. They had people taking them down, typing them up, and all this stuff. And it came to the part where they were giving this award, and they had a letter from Bill Holmes, and it was a letter to the Letterman's Club thanking him for naming this award after him. And he said, I would like to ask one favor. Since I am still among the living, could you please not call it a memorial award quite yet? So this is Bill Holmes' memorial award, actually. So the Bill Holmes Award is going to go to a young man who I've read a lot about him. Mike's going to read a whole bunch about him. And seems like an absolute phenomenal person and athlete. And his name is, I'm going to use his nickname, Bula.
Coach guy says, I text your coach, who are we going to be here? I don't know. He's pretty shy. So here's what the coaching staff for baseball said. Bula is a quiet leader both on and off the baseball field, mostly known for his calmness in any situation and genuine kindness to all members of campus faculty, staff, and students. He has been a leader for the baseball program for 3 years, not necessarily through his words, but through his relentless effort to better himself and others around him. During his time at Southwestern, he has been a key part of the success of the program and has had 3 straight seasons with 20 wins, including a program record 27 wins, both in the last 2 seasons. It was an outstanding 24 season for the Lakers as he was selected as an NWAC Southern Region second team outfielder. He batted .267 with 48 hits on the season. Of the 48 hits, 18 of those were for extra bases. That's a single season record for Southwestern baseball. He slugged 7 doubles, 5 triples, 6 home runs while driving in 39 runs and scoring 35 runs himself. He's fast. He was also a major threat on the bases. He was 28 for 29 on stolen bases this season, which ranked him second in the entire NWAC. What was even more impressive, Bula was able to achieve these numbers while playing over half of the season injured, which showed his gratitude towards his teammates and the program that he was always going to give everything he had when he stepped out on the field. He was a very successful career with his time at Southwestern. He holds many school records. Bula is a career record holder in RBIs, 77, triples, 7, sacrifice flies, 8, and single season records for total bases with 83. Extra base hits, 18, sacrifice flies with 4, and RBIs 39, which were all achieved in the 24 season. Along with these records, he ranks top 5 in over 20 different statistical categories for the baseball program for both career and single season. Did you know that? While having great success on the field, Bula was also able to achieve greatness in the classroom as well. He'll be graduating this June with a 3.8 GPA. Congratulations to Bula, and thank you for all you have done and your success you have brought to this program, Bula.
She didn't know anybody here. She became our women's basketball coach and volleyball coach. She was quite a person. She was really a great physical ed teacher. She was very dedicated to her sports and to her classes. She did a wonderful job while she was here. After she left here, she went to NWAC Community College, had a very successful career there coaching volleyball. And then she, after several years at NWAC, she moved back to her home state of New York. She was from Canandaigua, New York. And she moved back there and coached in a high school and won a state championship, did a whole lot of good back there. She's just a wonderful person, and whoever gets this award should be really impressed by it, because if they follow her steps, you'll have success. I'll tell you a quick story about Sherry and me. She said, "Hey, will you keep score at the volleyball game tonight?" I said, "Sure." Mike told you, I didn't know a thing about it. So I thought it was, put a mark here when they get a score, put a mark here when they get a score. Anybody who's ever kept score at a baseball game or a softball game or a volleyball game, there's a whole lot more to it. You got to keep the order that they serve in, and everybody subs in for somebody else. You got to have all that stuff, and the referee wants to know. And boy, the referee got on my case and said, "You are the official scorebook. You got to," man, I learned real quick. Sure, he set me up. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Anyhow, still love her. She's a great gal, and we had a great time working and teaching together. This award goes to Taylor Brewer. Taylor's a great example of what it means to be a scholar athlete. She took 19 credits this spring and maintained straight A's while also putting in the extra work to become one of the top pitchers in the NWAC this season. On top of that, she also was a resident assistant on campus. Watching Taylor grow as a person the past few years has been fun. She's bubbly and incredibly smart, extremely coachable, and a phenomenal teammate. She took a leadership role this year and stepped up to lead Southwestern softball team to another winning season. And she'll graduate this spring and transfer to Eastern Oregon University. We're extremely proud of Taylor and what she has done here. She started 23 games this season with 17 wins with a 3.02 ERA. She pitched 148 innings with 181 strikeouts. She had 21 strikeouts in 14 innings at the tournament this year. While not every pitcher bats, but Taylor bats. She hit 386 this season in 83 at-bats with 17 RBIs and 22 runs scored. Pretty good year. Congratulations. now, the torch has just been passed to the wrestling coach, Adam. So I'm just going to warn the wrestling coaches, if you stay here long enough, they're going to make you be the athletic director. So just be careful. Mike has been a great athletic director for this college, and he has been really good to me. As a matter of fact, if you go to his office, some of the stupid jokes I still have pinned on my bulletin board, he left them there his whole career here, and didn't tear anything up and didn't do it. Well, he's gone, so we're going to do it my way now. He just carried right on and did the way things we, always did. And I just can't say enough good about it. He always tries to keep me involved by doing stuff like this. I say, hey, do you want to hand out this work? Do you want to come to this dinner? Do you want to do that, this, that, and the other thing? And he's been just an absolute gem to me. And I can't say thank you enough times for his courtesy and his caring to take care of me while I early retired. So thank you, Mike. President of the college. She's just a wonderful friend, and I get a chance to talk to her. But I can tell you how good she is and how supportive she is of you guys. If you don't know her, if you're missing out, you should meet her. She's one of us. She's a good person. She loves athletics. She was a commissioner for the athletic department with the main body of commissioners for years and years. And she's been a good leader for this college, and she will continue to be. You guys are in good hands. Thank you.
If you get your name on the floor, you can talk as much as you want. All right, now, Hall of Fame class has been patiently waiting. Appreciate you being so patient. This has been a great event so far. Our first inductee, we're going to have Jerry Young and Jen Franklin, I believe, are going to speak and introduce our first inductee. So if Jerry and Jen would like to come up.
We had 3 years of softball with Danette at the high school, and then when I ran into her again, it was out here, and again, she was showing the athleticism that a lot of kids don't have, but she, you can see it. It just oozed out of her. She was just so great. As it ended up, that 8th grade team ended up winning the championship, and Danette was MVP. So there's a lot of stories to tell about her, but it would take a lot of time right now, and I was understanding that I had to make this short.
As much time as you want.
Take as much time as I want. Danette actually is an electrician today, works for a local company. She ran ahead, she ended up coaching her daughter in softball. And usually as a coach, I'm a pitching coach too, so usually my first question of any kid coming in is, do you pitch? Well, I didn't even have to ask Danette's Charlie. She came in and said, I pitch. We didn't know if we did any better. Well, yeah, okay, I can do that. Which we did. And so Charlie ended up pitching where Danette was a top-notch shortstop. So I
was that later? That was later.
Yeah. And again, she was shortstop.
So there's a lot to say. There was one incident, and it kind of popped into my head last night because my daughter kept asking me, "Do you have your speed training? Do you have your speed training?" I said, "No, I don't have my speed training. It's in my head." Anyway, there was in the early years of softball here in this area, we had a lot of tournaments. We had like 4 or 5 fields that we were able to use, and we had some big tournaments. People from all over came here to play softball. There was one game, I believe we were playing for 3rd place, and I think we were on that team. And that was on it. Probably most of the Marshall kids that are sitting there were on that team. But there was an opposition coach, opposing coach, that kind of got a rule wrong. Okay? There's a rule that if you bunt foul on the 3rd strike, you're out. Automatic. No problem. Okay? Well, we were in a situation where we needed to win. Okay? And I had a runner at 3rd, I'm pretty sure it was Bud back here that was at 3rd. But Danette, you asked her to bunt, she could lay down a bunt anywhere. I mean, she was just, had that connection. She was just awesome with eye, ball, bat. Okay? So I told her, I said, I want you to run at the first base line so we can get the gallant third base in and we can win the game. Okay? Because I was thinking to myself, okay, as a fielder came in to field the ball on the first base line, Jeanette should be there about then and be a distraction. Okay? All right, well, she did what I told her to. The gal came in, we won the game. Well, here comes the opposing coach just screaming at us. She's out, she's out, she's out. She can't do that. You cannot do that. Well, he got confused. He didn't read the whole rule. He had it in his head that if you bunt on the 3rd strike, you're out, period. No matter if it was fair or foul. And we actually, the umpire finally I just gave him the trophy. It was just, I mean, he would not shut up. He just kept going on and on and on. And finally, we just said, okay, fine, here, you can have this third place trophy and all the stuff else for this. I love you. You know what I mean? Okay,
Jerry was my coach, but also my assistant coach when I was coaching here. So my name is Jennifer Franklin, and I had the honor of actually not only playing here, but I was Southwestern's coach from 98 to 06. So a couple of things, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, thanks to that. So I just want to extend just some heartfelt thank you to the committee and Tina and everybody for putting this all together. People often ask, what does it mean to be an All-American softball player? Technically, being designated as an All-American softball player, it's the highest honor a softball player can have. So, ladies, congratulations on this season. So, thank you. Keep it up. Field's amazing. So, as well as the rest of you athletes here. The individual I'm about to present today not only excelled on the field, but she excelled in life. A little backstory. When I was coaching, I needed a shortstop. And Danette had, I played slow pitch with Danette throughout the years, being from this community in a small town. and Danette had a child, and she thought that her, she was done right. She didn't think she could go to school and continue her education. Well, I thought different. So I kind of reached out to her and said, come play for me. Charlie can travel with us. I don't care. She can, I don't know, how old was Charlie? 3. She was 3 years old. I'll pay for her tuition for a manager to watch her. I don't care. She can travel with us. And that's what we did. So, and she was one of the best athletes I've ever had. So, she faced numerous roadblocks and obstacles. She had she always found a way forward. She had what I call that raw dog mentality. And, she had a blend of determination and resilience, and that helped her succeed both on and off the field. She's one of the best players I've ever coached. And so it's my honor to stand here and introduce to you today someone who embodies both excellent integrity and excellence, who's a remarkable athlete, mother, wife, daughter, sister, and my good friend. So please join me in welcoming Danette Johnson.
Hello, everybody. I'm Danette Johnson, obviously. I'm just going to start off by thanking Tina for all your hard work and allowing us this opportunity to get together in a common thread of the past as a past Laker. Although it's been many years and life has taken us a different direction, it's always fun to sit around and talk about how good we once were. I'm grateful to be here because I took a non-traditional route. I had a daughter and didn't think it was in my cards. Thank you to the school, my team, for allowing and welcoming my daughter into a safe and fun environment. Thank you, Coach Franklin, for allowing her to come with us and be a part of the team. And disrupt practices and as fun as she was. Thank you, Steezel, for being a forward thinker and making sure that I had the opportunity to play the game I love so much. It wouldn't have been doable without you agreeing to that. Thank you, Jerry, for always believing in me. And you've been a guy fantasy last year, I thought. And I really thank you for that. And to end it, I'm going to say congratulations to the first Lakers softball team, to the legacy you guys have left here, and you guys, congratulations.
Coach Beazle, you're up next to introduce our next inductee.
Okay, I'm back. So, we have a young woman with us tonight that's did some stuff that probably people will never get a chance to do. And one of them is she's a really good softball player, better than good. She's great. But her coach, Charlie Christensen, sitting right over here, he turned her into a shortstop, and she's left-handed. Nobody had ever seen it. Nobody's ever seen it, but you just don't see that. It's kind of different. And she's such a good athlete that she just adapted and she took care of everything at shortstop, and she was just a star. And she won a continuing on the scholarship to Zoo Pacific in California, had a good career there, and just had a wonderful time in softball. And I'm going to tell you, she was the coach here, and we hired her back here because she's not just a good softball player. She was an excellent PE major. And I told you Bill Holmes was a real stickler for detail and all that kind of stuff. She is one of the kind of people like that she turned in work that was, what had her in class called Fundamentals of Health and Physical Education. It's for PE majors that are going to be teachers and coaches. And she was by far the best person in the class for understanding theory, understanding what how coaching works and how coaching needs to be done. And so when we got a chance, we hired her back here to be a softball coach. She did a great job for us. And I think she's going to give one of these little things right here. I'll have her come up. She is a wonderful person and a wonderful person to work with.
I won't take too long because I was already speaking. So, thank you to everybody. Patty, such a pleasure. Tina, to put all this together. My time here at Southwestern has been not only as a player, as a coach. Charlie, you've taught me so much about the game, about the mental aspect. I couldn't have done it without you. It's been a driving force, not only as a player, as a person. It's helped me just, become a better person, and thank you for that. And just, Spiesel, you've been you've been like a father to me, because the way I've grown up and the way, I didn't have that type of family. So people, coaches, if you had those kind of, if that kind of, it's really hard, if you had that kind of youth and that kind of upbringing, go to those coaches, go to those instructors, those teachers, and use them as that driving force of your future, and utilize those people and build from those individuals to help build your philosophy and whatever it may be. Use those coaches like Jerry, Charlie, Mike, Spiesel to help determine the kind of individual you want to be in your future. That's the best advice I can give. And what a great honor this is. Thank you very much to everybody. And go Lakers.
Before we talk about our last group of inductees, I did want to mention our Hall of Fame is now a virtual Hall of Fame. And for the student athletes, Tina's doing all this, let's just be honest. She adds the pictures, the information, and it's not just Hall of Fame. All of our student athletes that win awards, she will be uploading and putting that information. Is it already in there for this year? You're already in there. So if you got an award, you're already on the website, and it will live there forever. So families and friends, no matter where you are, you can send the link to people. They don't have to actually come to a physical place. It is all digital now. So it's pretty great that we have that archive. Our last group for induction tonight, this is a tradition that we've started. We started the Hall of Fame several years ago. The goal was to induct our first teams. Because, like I said before, without those first teams, we would not have what we have now, which is the largest two-year college athletic department in the Northwest. Without this softball team in 94, 95, we would not have the team that we have now, we would not have the facilities that we have now, and the opportunities for generations of student athletes to come through here. So many of them are here tonight, and I'm going to invite them all up here. I'm going to say your names. You can all come up, and then if someone would like to speak, or more than one would like to speak, it's up to you. I would imagine if you go on and on, they'll start to leave at some point, but you can come up and speak if anyone would like to speak. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the 94-95, the first softball team here at Southwestern, let's welcome them to the Hall of Fame. Sarah Anderson, Kylie Campbell, Kelly Chestnut, Sandy Corum, Katie Gibson, Becky Grenz, Casey Howard, Misty Ferry, Shannon Kogler, Jennifer Mahan, Sherry Spillman, head coach Charlie Christensen, and assistant coach Mark Mill.
But we made it work, and we learned how to do it tough. And these girls, I mean, I'd go to battle with them any day, still today. And but I just appreciate John Spiesel and all he's done for the school and all he did for our softball team. Thank you very much.
I was told this lives on forever, and always there's a motto, don't post it, so I better not say it. These girls, the softball program wouldn't exist. Of course, we're talking a lot about John Spiesel, but it's very, very true. You know, if you build it, they will come. Well, it was if you get the funding, we'll get a team. And so what you're looking at here is basically a team of girls who love the game and would play for, you know, just the pure joy of being out here. Talking about Danette and different paths to be able to walk onto the field, hit that ball maybe for years since high school. That was my path. I had to wait 4 years. My first hit was a triple. I rounded third base up at Longview, and I gave Charlie a high five. Hopefully I didn't get called out for jumping off the bag and hugging the man, because that one simple hit, after not being able to do it for all those years, meant so much deep in my heart. So the only thing I could come up with to tell y'all, don't ever take any third thing for granted. Play every pitch, every breaststroke, whatever your sport does, like it's your very last. Because you never know when you're going to have an injury, something's going to happen. Maybe it's going to take you years to get there. But there's one thing, if you dream it, work hard enough, maybe keep showing up to the right guy's office and saying, hey, I hear you're going to get a team together, but show up maybe, well, a lot. And every one of these girls, for the conditions in the facilities you have now, it was a battle. We walked off the field bloody. We wore shorts. Come over here and take a look at some of the equipment we used. We didn't have a fancy yellow ball, and it wasn't juice. The core was different. Take a look at our bats. They were double core. I mean, if you could see, we had t-shirts for jerseys. But we all worked hard. And I would go to battle with every one of them. Any day of the week. We haven't seen each other in years. Anybody here seen League of Their Own? Boy, we got stories for off the field too. Because we grew up together. We fought together, we played together, and it was only the first year. So, as a Hall of Fame inductee, and these girls said, kick me out here, we needed somebody's feet. This is ad-lib, by the way. Any comedy clubs? Please, Hall of Fame, and go Lakers!
Congratulations, ladies. If your name's on the floor and if you're the president, you get to talk again if you want to talk. Patty wants to say something.
I don't usually say anything at the end, but I'm always overwhelmed by the stories. I was telling John that my very first year I went to the NWAC Awards for the whole league in 1994. So I've been hearing stories of teams being inducted all around the Pacific Northwest, and they just get to me because of what athletics does for an individual in their life, and I'm just really proud to be part of it. The reason I wanted to close out tonight, I wanted to take time, Mike Herbert, and all the coaches, assistant coaches, maybe even former coaches, you want to come down, join me in the front of the room. This is unscripted, and because I'm the president, I have to do what I say. Come up to the front. Come here.
Steve, go!
Past, present, coaches, and as Jennifer said, Jen Franklin, who I want to say, if you spend any time in the rec center, she was involved in the design of the rec center and was involved in purchasing the first equipment in that facility. So I never did get a chance to thank you for that as well. Lots of stories. Take advantage of these folks. What I want to do is I want to thank Mike Herbert. It's kind of emotional to say goodbye to somebody who's been here for 17 years. And some of you know his wife was a softball coach, and she took the position at her alma mater. Mike's following suit and going to be an athletic, one of the assistant athletic directors down at Humboldt State, whatever it's called now, Cal Poly, Humboldt. And I just want to publicly thank Mike for his 17 years working here at the college. He was had a variety of positions. He was a women's basketball coach before he became the athletic director, and he's done a stellar job in the last, 13 years. I actually hired him to be the AD, so can we give him a standing ovation?
This last week, Adam and I and Heather went to the NWAC Hall of Fame and induction, and Patty was there too, sorry. And then the next day we had a couple people retiring, and one of the gentlemen was retiring that works at Olympic College. He's there 34 years. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but he said something that made me think, and I kind of got wind that Patty was going to say something today. So I thought, I might as well say what's on my mind. and share some thoughts that I have. My wife tells me I should say what I'm thinking. I'm not going to tell you everything that I'm thinking, but I do have some thoughts that you're going to have to sit here since you all got up here. I'm going to share with you. I haven't been in a locker room in a long time, but I'm going to share a few things if you can indulge me. First, a lot of conversation this last week at our NWAC conference around women's sports. We are continuing to see a decline in the number of female athletes that move on to the collegiate level, and we are very fortunate. We have an incredible staff of female coaches here, but we need more. And I'm going to continue to push you ladies to please get into athletics. We need more representation. We have 36 colleges in our conference, and we have a male and female representative from every school. And at our meeting on Friday, there were 15 missing female commissioners. We need you to be more represented, and as male leaders, we have got to give more opportunities and find more opportunities for our young women to stay in athletics and coach and continue to be in athletics. We tell you at the beginning of the year, every year, that athletics is a privilege and it's not a right. So I'm going to share, I'm going to challenge both the athletes and these coaches who are standing here. We have a job to do. We cannot be mediocre. Our job is to educate our athletes. We teach you sports, we teach you how to dribble and pass and swim and all that, but to be honest, by the time you're 30, you're probably never going to use that anymore. Our job is to hold you accountable and hold you to a high level of expectation. We have almost 300 athletes every year show up thinking they're going to be on a team. They don't all make it. So I'm going to continue to challenge the coaches to have that high level of expectation of you. And you as a student athlete to have that of yourselves and of your teammates. We do not want to be mediocre because this is a privilege to do this. Not everybody gets to do this. If everybody got to do this, it would be easy. It's not easy. It is hard. It is early mornings. It is late nights. It is sacrificed. It is sacrificed by these coaches who leave their own families to be with you. And you sacrifice your time with your family and your social time. You have to go to study hall. It takes hard work. Not everybody gets to do it. And you've got to continue to have that level of expectation. Can you do that? Is that a verbal yes?
Yes!
Patty said there were a few people from outside the department today. We have deans, we have vice presidents, we have a counselor, I think we probably have some faculty. I'm going to challenge you with the same thing. We got to keep moving forward. I don't know how many years ago you'd be sitting on wood bleachers. We'd have, the floor wasn't resurfaced, that softball field didn't exist. There was no scoreboard on the soccer field. We've got to continue to push and get things. I'm going to challenge Adam, what are you asking for in the budget next year? Keep asking for more things. Keep pushing. You've got to keep pushing. We've got to keep growing. This place should not look like it does now 3 years from now. It's got to look better than it is today. No one will achieve those things by themselves. I'm leaving because I support my wife. I didn't realize that would be a big deal, but it's amazing how many people have come up to me, and women have come up to me and said that. I hope that's an example for people, but I didn't really realize that was the sheer fact of the matter is she's a better coach than I ever was. So I stopped coaching to support her. But we have to remember we can't do this by ourselves. I do want to thank everybody staying up here, and Tina and Ellen. How about, we have an athletic trainer for the first time. We've had 18 months without a trainer. So much easier. I am so incredibly proud of all of them and what they have done, and I hope they continue to accomplish more and more. But we have to continue to remind ourselves that we do not do anything by ourselves. We need to ask for help when we need help. Coaches need to ask for help. Athletes, if you're struggling with something, you've got to come to us with help. You've got to ask us if you need something. You've got to let us know so we can help and support you. And this group behind you is an incredible group to help us lead us in that direction. I do want to quickly also say congratulations to Coach Stout. Coach Stout will be leaving Southwestern coaching. He has officially taken the head boys high school coaching job at Coquille High School. Congratulations, Coach Stout. I have not always gone along with everybody up here. I'm telling you, I haven't. I remember Coach Whitlatch and I yelled at each other one day in the rec center gym. I tell you right now, neither one of us can remember what it was about. But we argued about something. Do you remember? No. It was probably budget related. I don't know. Money. Conflict is part of our growth. Change is part of our growth. I don't want to leave, but I have to grow. I have to support my family. I went to Humboldt. My heart is there. I'll be bleeding green and gold there soon. But there will always be a piece of me and a piece of my heart right here at Swamp. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a great time today. The live stream is there for your families to share in the future. We really appreciate all of you coming out today. Have a great night.
Ja, ihr seid alle dumme Hurensöhne.
Ja!
Das ist dumme Hurensöhne.